Hi, teacher. I'm very good. How are you today?
Great. Looking forward to our class.
Yes.
Mhm. And hi, Edgar. How are you?
Hi, Maureen. How are you? I'm
Good,
fine.
good. Yeah, I'm packing my suitcase for my trip for the 4th of July. And here we are in class. So let's see. Oh, we got a new student with us. Hi there. Is it Olga? Olga, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Hi. Is that how you say your name?
What?
How do you say your name?
My name?
Mm-hmm.
Olga.
Olga. And where are you from?
I'm from Russia.
Oh, okay. Which part of Russia?
Mm, Almost central part.
Oh, okay. Very far away from us. Okay, so let's get started today. We have a lot to cover. Today we're going to be talking about a very tricky word in English, and that word is get. So you've probably heard the word get in its many uses, and we're going to go over those today and practice using this tricky word in English. Get is used in a lot of phrasal verbs, which are verb pairs in English. So it's usually a verb plus a preposition. So if we have time, we'll talk about some phrasal verbs today that involve the word get. But for now, we're going to cover the many uses of the word get. And we've got another student with us, Yuri. Hi, Yuri.
Hello, teacher. Nice to meet you.
Nice
My
to
name
meet
is
you.
Yuri. I'm from Brazil.
Brazil?
Yeah,
Excellent.
right.
And do you live near Rio?
Yes, I live in Rio de Janeiro.
Is it very busy now with the World Cup?
Yeah, many tourists
hmm
around the world in this city.
Have you gotten a chance to use some English with the tourists?
No, because I saw only people from Chile and
hmm
Argentina, but in English, I don't have this opportunity.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe in the next few days. So today we're talking about the many uses of the word get. So let's get started. Let me turn on my screen share. And we're going to be using pages of grammar from a website called Dave's ESL Cafe. So let me copy the link for you. This is a really great website that provides resources for students and teachers who are learning English. And you can see there, this is under the heading of confusing words from the grammar lessons page. So you can click on that link or you can follow along on the screen. All right, so our first use of the confusing word get. Let's see, Edgar, could you read this description?
Okay. The common word get is challenge for learners of English because get has many different meanings.
Good. So get has many different meanings. The one common meaning is receive, as in to receive. So for example, let's see, Yuri, could you read the first example?
I didn't get your email message. Are you sure you sent it?
Excellent. So you can see we could replace I didn't get your email message with I didn't receive your email message. Are you sure you sent it? Okay, Suna, can you read the second example, please?
Okay. Yes, we get a newspaper. It delivered to our house every morning.
Okay, you could replace yes, we get a newspaper with yes, we receive a newspaper. It's delivered to our house every morning. Okay, and Olga, could you read the third example, please?
You didn't get any mail today. There was nothing in the mailbox.
Very good. You didn't receive any mail today. There was nothing in the mailbox. And we got Joseph here with us. Hi, Joseph. Are you there?
Hi, Maroon.
It's my name is pronounced Maureen.
Hi, Maureen.
Very good. Hi, Joseph. How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Joseph, can you read the example of the word using the word get, starting with Leah?
Leah got many nice presents on her birthday.
Very good. On her birthday. So you could also replace Leah received many nice presents on her birthday. And let's see. Edgar, could you read the next example?
We're having a party on Friday to celebrate Ricardo's good luck. He got a wonderful new job.
Great. He received a wonderful new job. Well, we wouldn't really say that, but you can see that it means the same as to receive. Good. And let's see, our other new student, it says that your name is Chicken, but I don't think your name is Chicken.
Yes, I'm here.
Hi, what's your name?
My name Pooh. It's autumn.
It's what?
It's autumn. Winter, autumn.
Oh, okay. And can you read our last example, please?
Yes. I didn't get your email message. I just saw you sent it.
The last one, actually, starting with Salim.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Salim has good luck too. He got a very high score on the TOEFL.
Very good. Okay, so that's the first use of the word get. Now let's see if we can make some sentences of our own. So let's see. Perhaps, Olga, you can use the word get in this way with your own sentence.
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
Sorry? Okay, so Olga, could you try to use get in your own sentence, in a sample sentence?
Tomorrow I will go to the post office and I will receive a letter.
Okay, so you could say, tomorrow I will go to the post office and I will get a letter.
Yes, I will get.
Very good. Okay, so there's our first use of the word get. And any questions so far? Okay, let's go back and click on the next use of the word get. Okay, now here's where it gets a little more confusing. The common word get has many different meanings. One of them is receive, another is become, okay? To become. For example, Mary left. She got tired of waiting. I would say this is probably one of the most common ways we use the word get. Mary left. She got tired of waiting. you could say, Mary left. She became tired of waiting. So if this happened in the past, we change get to got in the simple past. All right, and let's go to, let's see, Edgar, could you read the second example, please?
I get sleepy when I eat a big lunch.
You could also say, I become sleepy when I eat a big lunch. Does that happen to you, Edgar?
Yeah, definitively.
Yeah, me too, definitely. I get sleepy, I get tired when I eat a big lunch, and sometimes I'll take a nap.
In Spanish, it calls like the pig disease, el mal del puerco.
How they have a name for how you get tired when you eat a big lunch. I didn't know that. That's great. Thanks for sharing. And let's see, Suna, can you read the next example, please?
Yeah. I get sleepy when I eat a big lunch.
That was great. Can you read the next one, please?
Sorry.
That's
What
okay.
what happened? Why did you get angry?
Okay. So here it's used in the form of a question. What happened? Why did you get angry? So when you can see it's when someone becomes something, and usually that has to do with an emotion or a state of being. For example, I got sad when I realized I had to go back to work. That's not true. I love my job. Okay, and Yuri, could you read the next example, please?
Have you heard about Flora? She got engaged.
Very good. Okay, we're going to also work on pronunciation too. So the word heard is hard to pronounce because the verb is to hear, but in the past it changes to heard. Okay, can everyone repeat after me? Heard.
Heard. Have you heard?
Good. And have you heard about Flor? She got engaged. Have you heard about Flor? She became engaged. Very good. Thank you, Yuri. Over to Joseph.
Flora and her fiancé will get married in the spring.
Very good. Okay, they will become married in the spring. And let's see, we've got another student with us. Is it Alex?
Hi, teacher.
Hi, how do you say your name?
You're right, Alex.
Alex, wonderful. Alex, could you read the next example starting with "We're sorry"?
We'll hope Piri gets better soon.
Okay. We all hope Pierre gets better soon, okay? That he becomes better soon. And the previous sentence, we're sorry to hear that Pierre has gotten sick. So again, this is more about a state of being. For example, tired, sick, hungry, or an emotion such as sad or angry. Okay, so let's see. Poe, could you try to use get in a sentence, meaning to become? Poe, are you there? Okay, let's try Suna. Can you use get in a sentence meaning to become?
I get tired because I'm I'm work hard.
Good. Okay. I get tired because I work hard. Okay. Excellent. Any other questions about this use of the word get?
No, teacher.
Why don't we try one more example? Let's see, Alex, could you think of an example using the word get as in to become? Alex?
No, I don't have idea.
Okay. How about Olga? Can you use the word get in a sentence?
When I waked up, I got angry.
Okay. When I woke up, I got angry. Good. So if it happened in the past, you have to use the simple past tense. Woke up, got angry. That happens to a lot of people. They get angry when they wake up. Okay, Edgar says I get tan, so it's tan as an adjective. I get tan when I went to the beach. Or I got tan when I went to the beach, if it happened in the past. Very good. All right, let's move on to our next example. All right. Two common meanings for get are receive and become. A third meaning, an informal, idiomatic one, is used mostly in casual conversation, is understand, as in to understand. And when they say informal, it means that it's not used in academic writing. It's idiomatic, everyday kind of speech. Everyday speech. How you would talk to your friends, to your family, in casual conversation. Okay? Does everyone understand what it means to be idiomatic? The kind of way you talk to your friends. Okay? Let's read some examples and we'll see if we can understand better. Let's see if we can get it. For example, question number 36 is confusing. Do you get it? You can easily replace this word get with understand. Question number 36 is confusing. Do you understand it? Okay, let's hear from, let's see, we've got a new student with us. Is it Wichian?
Hello, how are you?
Hi, how do you say your name?
Wishian.
Wishian, and where are you from, Wishian?
I'm from Thailand.
Thailand, great. Could you read the example starting with thanks?
Okay. Thanks for explaining questions 36. Oh, sorry. I get it now.
Good. Okay, thanks for explaining question number. We read this symbol as number. Question number 36. I get it now. I understand it now.
I understand it now.
So this is the third meaning of the word get. Okay. Thank you, Wishian. And let's go to, let's see, Edgar, could you read the third example?
I don't get it. Why do we have to be there 45 minutes early?
Okay, so the same sentence could be read with understand. I don't understand it. Why do we have to be there 45 minutes early? So an important thing to know is when they say get it, it can refer to something specific, for example, question 36, or it can refer to an idea. For example, I don't get it. Why do we have to be there 45 minutes early? There's no it is I don't get the reason that we have to be there early. So that is another difficult part to understand. If anyone has any questions at any time, please stop or ask the question in the chat, okay, in the Verbling chat. Okay, and next let's hear from, let's see, Yuri, could you read the next example, please? Starting with the tape.
Okay, next.
Starting with this tape.
I don't get it. Why do you have to be there 40 minutes early?
Okay, the next example, please. Yuri.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
This tape isn't very clear, but if you listen carefully, you will get it.
Good, okay. If you listen carefully, you will understand it. All right, and let's hear from Alex next for the final example.
Okay. I know you thought Bob's joke was funny, but I didn't get it.
Okay, good. I know you thought Bob's joke was funny, but I didn't get it. Okay, so for these examples, does everyone get it? Does everyone understand the use of the word get in this example? Okay, we'll move on to definition number 4. Okay, besides meaning receive, become, and for casual conversation, understand, get can also mean answer or respond to a ringing phone or someone who's at the door. Okay, so answer or respond. If you don't know what answer or respond mean, you will know from the examples. Okay, the first example, the phone's ringing, but I can't get it just now. Can you? It means the phone's ringing, but I can't answer it just now. Can you? And the next example, let's go to Joseph. Can you read starting with I hear?
I hear the doorbell. Can you get it?
I hear the doorbell. Can you get it? Meaning, can you answer the door? Excellent. Thank you. Let's go to Vishian. Can you read the last example, please?
There's someone knocking on the front door, but I'm not going to get it. I think it's a salesman.
Okay. There's someone knocking on the front door, but I'm not going to get it. I think it's a salesman. Okay. He doesn't want to be bothered with a salesman. So I'm not going to answer it. Okay. Another example might be the phone is ringing and your mother tells you, get the phone, pick up the phone, answer the phone. Okay, let's see. Alex, can you think of an example using the word get with this definition?
Okay. I don't get email because I was very busy.
Okay, so that would probably be the definition to receive. In this case, we're talking about answer or respond.
Maureen, I have a question.
Yes?
In the last sentence, why the author use the preposition on the front door? Why not in?
So in would mean that he was opening the door, but the door is closed. So when to knock on the door means the door is closed and the person is knocking, knock, 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 on the front door. That's the preposition we use, to knock on something. For example, you might have heard the phrase knock on wood. Have you heard that before, Joseph?
No.
Oh,
Can you
okay.
explain me? Can you explain me?
Sure, of course. Knock on wood is a sentence or expression people say to get good luck. Okay? So, for example, actually, it's more like so that something bad doesn't happen. For example, when you're in a car and you talk about getting into a car accident, you say, I hope we don't get into a car accident, knock on wood. So you're hoping for good luck.
Why you use why don't you use the word the?
Knocking, what do you mean by that?
Knocking on the wood.
It's just an idiom. It's just a English idiom. So there's no real explanation for why. It's just a phrase that people say that everyone knows means good luck in a bad situation. I'll see if I can find a good description to send later on in the lesson. So we don't say knocking on the wood, we say knock on wood. But in this case, they're knocking on the front door of the house. So knock, knock, and they don't want to answer it. So he says, I'm not going to get it. I hope that makes sense. Do you have another question?
No, Maureen. Thank you.
Okay. I hope I could explain that well, but see if I can find an article or something to explain the expression knock on wood. Okay. Okay, and let's see. Let's move on. We've got many others to cover. Let's go to description number 5. So, the very common word get can mean receive, become, understand in casual conversation, and answer or respond to a ringing phone or someone who's at the door. Another common meaning is buy, to buy. For example, I got my shoes at Charlie's Custom Footwear. So this happened in the past, and the simple past version of buy is bought. So you could say, I bought my shoes at Charlie's Custom Footwear. And so a really common expression in English, where did you get that? For example, in the next sentence, where did you get that dress? And someone will say, I got that dress at the department store. Okay? And let's hear from, let's see, Olga, could you read the next sentence, please?
Will you stop at the store and get some milk?
Okay. Will you stop at the store and get some milk? Thank you. Will you stop at the store and buy some milk? Same exact meaning. This is also pretty casual, used in casual conversation. So you will probably hear this a lot if you speak with an English or American person. And let's go over to, let's see, Suna, could you read the next example, starting with I'll get.
Yeah, I will get lunch this time. You can pay the next time.
Good. So I'll buy lunch this time. You can pay the next time. This is a common thing for people to do. One person will get lunch, and the next time the other person will get lunch. Okay. Next, let's go to Yuri. Starting with I'm almost
I'm almost out of gas. but I can get some on my way home.
Very good. But I can get some or I can buy some on my way home.
Oh,
And
sorry,
yes,
teacher.
go
What
ahead.
does it mean, this sentence? Oh, I'm almost
So
out of gas.
you might have heard the phrasal verb to run out, and that means to not have any. Example, when you don't have gasoline in your car, you have run out or you are out. So he says, I'm almost out of gas. So in a few minutes, he will not have any more gasoline, but he can stop and buy some on his way home.
Thank you. I get it.
Oh, excellent. Good use of get. And we've got Francisco here with us. Hi, Francisco.
Hi.
Francisco, can you read the last example for us, starting with if I give you?
Okay. If I give you money, can you get a box of a computer disk for me?
Good. So you could easily say, if I give you the money, can you buy a box of computer disks for me? All right. And let's see. Vishen, can you use get in a sentence, meaning to buy?
Okay. I got my new laptop at the IT store.
Okay, good. I got my new laptop at the IT store. Very good. You can also use it to describe things you always buy. For example, I get my groceries at Albertsons. Okay, on to the next definition. You can see in this list there are 13 definitions. So let's see how many we can do. In addition to meaning receive, become, understand in casual conversation, answer or respond to a ringing phone or someone who's at the door, and buy, get can also mean retrieve something, and often to bring or take it to them, to another person or place. Okay, so retrieve, if you don't know, there's a similar phrasal verb, pick up. Okay, to pick up. All right. So maybe these examples will help us understand how it's used. Let's start with Joseph. Can you read the first example, please?
Okay, the letter carrier just delivered the mail. Can you get it?
Good. So the letter carrier just delivered the mail. Can you get it? Meaning, can you retrieve it or can you pick it up and bring it here? All right. Alex, the second example, please.
Okay. I think I left my keys in the car. I would better get them.
Good. I think I left my keys in the car. I'd better pick them up or I better go retrieve them so that no one steals the car, right? Okay. Next, let's go to Edgar, number 3, please.
Get your coat. We're ready to leave.
Go retrieve your coat. Bring your coat here. We're ready to leave. Excellent. Suna.
Yes. I think I left my glasses on the kitchen table. Would you please get them for me?
This is a common use of get. Someone will say, will you please get them for me? Or will you please get it for me? Another example would be, will you please get me a glass of water? All right, and let's go to Yuri.
Question: what's the meaning of pick up?
Pick up is to when you have something, you take it and bring it somewhere else. So, for example, I picked up my phone and brought it to the other room. So I got it, I retrieved it, and brought it to another place. It's a phrasal verb. Let me see if I can explain it better.
Is it similar like take?
Yes. Yes. It's similar to take or collect. So you can say, yeah. And in this case, I just mean that you could say, I picked up my coat, and it means the same as I got my coat and left the house. So to retrieve something. And also I recommend to everyone to open up like a Google Translate or a translating page if there's just one word you need to understand, and just do a quick translate to help you in your native language. Okay? So Edgar asks, is this sentence correct? I was gotten from the airport for a friend. You could say I was gotten from the airport by a friend, but it wouldn't be very normal to say that. It would make more sense to say I was picked up from the airport by a friend. Okay, you're welcome. All right, and let's go to, does that answer your question about pick up?
Yes.
It's kind of challenging to understand these phrasal verbs. I really believe phrasal verbs and pronunciation are the most difficult parts of learning English. So focus your attention on those and you will improve. Joseph, can you read the next example starting with Jimmy?
Jimmy, you left your bike in the driveway. Please get it before your father comes home.
Okay, so please retrieve it, take it, and bring it somewhere else. Okay, hopefully out of the driveway. Thank you, Joseph. And Francisco, the final example, please. Francisco? Okay, let's try Alex.
The rest of the groceries are in the car. Can you get them?
Good. Can you retrieve them and bring them from the car into the house? Excellent. Okay, and let's see. Olga, could you try to use get in this with this meaning in a sentence?
Can I say I get on a coat?
That would probably be put on a coat. But you could say, I get my coat when I leave the house. So I pick up my coat or I retrieve my coat. Okay, obviously we are getting into more difficult explanations of the word get. But let's keep moving on to definition number 7. Okay, confusing words, get, Another use for get is in the idiom has and have got. In American English, the preferred past participle, third form, for get is gotten, when get is used in the present or past perfect tenses. It's important to know this because has got and have got look like the present perfect tense, but these two forms are actually used like the simple present tense. Also, they use got, not gotten, and they mean has or have. Okay, that definition seems really confusing, but the examples should hopefully make it more clear. So I'm going to read these examples. For example, I've gotten several letters this week. It means the same as I've received. I have received several letters this week. I've gotten several letters this week. Okay? And in this case, the gotten changes to got, and it has a different meaning. I've got several letters, meaning I have in the simple present tense. Okay, that's the most basic tense, the simple present. So I've got several letters. You can use this to explain things that you have. For example, I've got 2 brothers. I've got a cat. Okay? Next we have the example, she's gotten high marks ever since she started school. This is the present perfect tense. She's received, or in the full form, she has received. Okay?
Excuse me.
Yes?
What does marks mean?
Marks is a British way of saying grades.
Oh,
Notes,
great.
they also say. So A, B, C, D, and F.
Okay, I got it. Thank you.
You're excellent use of got. And in this example, she's got high marks. It's different than she's gotten. It means she has. It's the simple present. She's got high marks in school. She has high marks in school. Okay? And the final 2 examples. I haven't gotten your report yet, Theo. When are you going to turn it in? That means I haven't received, or I have not received, also known as the present perfect tense. In this case, gotten changes to got. I haven't got your report, Theo. You didn't turn it in. This is the simple present, meaning I don't have. I don't have your report, Theo. You didn't turn it in. Down here it has a special note. Many people think that gotten has an ugly sound, and they don't use it in the present perfect tense. Instead, they replace it with other words that have the same meaning. For example, received. So, going back to Edgar's sentence, I was gotten from the airport by a friend, is not incorrect, but as I mentioned, it doesn't sound good. To English speakers, native speakers, gotten has sort of an ugly or incorrect sound to it. It's not incorrect, it just sounds incorrect. So just be aware of that. We don't use it that much, especially in American English. So here's where get is getting confusing. So try not to get stressed out, okay? Any questions about this definition of get?
No, teacher.
Okay, try to think of this definition as has or have got or have gotten, okay? Does anyone want to try to use have got in a sentence? a volunteer, perhaps?
Okay, teacher. I don't have got an iPad.
So in this case, you have to change the form around to I haven't got.
Okay.
When you're saying I don't have, you can say I haven't got an iPad. All right. I haven't got an iPad either. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, Edgar. And anyone else want to try it out? All right, no pressure. Let's go to number 8. Okay. The combinations has got and have got are idioms that mean has or have. They can also be used with to. When they are used in this way, they mean the same as has to and have to. They mean the same as must or be required to. Okay, so for any of you who are Spanish speakers, it's the same grammatic idea as tener que. Okay? I know a few of you are Spanish speakers, so that might help. For everyone else, I apologize if I don't know the equivalent in your language. But let's look at some examples. The first one, it's late. I've got to leave. You could either say, it's late. I must leave, okay, or I've got to leave. And in fact, it's much more common to say I've got to or I have to than it is to say must. It's not very common for people to say the word must in American English. They would more likely say I have to or I've got to. All right? Let's go to the second example. Let's hear from Vishen, please.
Okay. Mehmet can't come to the party. He's got to work.
Very good. Mehmet can't come to the party. He's got to work. So it's the same as he is required to work or he must work. And it's much more common to say he's got to work. Thank you. And let's go to, we've got Sampan with us. Hi, Sampan. Are you there? Sampan? Okay, let's try Suna.
Yeah. Yeah. Mehmet can't come to the party. He's got to work.
Sorry, the next one with your grades.
I'm sorry. Your grades aren't very good. You've got to work harder.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Suna. And you also asked the question, have got to. Can we call gotta? It's actually spelled like this, G-O-T-T-A, but that is just in speech. So he's gotta work. We sometimes say it quickly, but that's not correct. You do not want to write gotta, okay?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, but it does sound like that. For example, he's got to work instead of he's got to work. We kind of run the word together. Good question. Let's go to Olga with Tell Angela.
Tell Angela she's got to be ready in 10 minutes.
Good. So you can replace got to with tell Angela she must be ready in 10 minutes. Excellent. Let's go to Joseph.
Which sentence?
With don't forget.
Oh, okay. Don't forget that we got to meet Mr. Brown at 5 p.m.
Great. don't forget we've got to meet Mr. Brown at 5 p.m. You could just as easily say, don't forget that we must meet Mr. Brown at 5 p.m. Or don't forget that we are required to meet Mr. Brown at 5 p.m. Okay, and let's see who can. Oh, Alex has got to go. Take care. See you next time. And let's see. Who wants to do an example sentence? Maybe Francisco, could you try to use have got to, meaning must or required to?
Okay. I have to pay some bills at the weekend.
Good. I've got to pay some bills on the weekend. Okay, I would say the same thing. Today I've got to clean my house. I've got to pack my suitcase because I'm going on a vacation. Excellent. All right, let's move on to the next definition. Definition number 9. Idioms with get. Get is also challenging because it's used in many idiomatic expressions, particularly phrasal verbs and verb plus preposition combinations. So I mentioned phrasal verbs at the beginning of class. These are these idiomatic expressions that use a verb plus a preposition, and they have a specific meaning. Okay, here's one group. The first one, get along, meaning to manage, especially with finances. So, for example, I don't know how Bill is getting along since he lost his job. I don't know how Bill is managing his finances since he lost his job. Okay? Some people might say, I don't want to work. I just want to get along. Meaning they want enough money to pay their rent and pay for their life. All right? Any questions about that phrasal verb? And next we have get along, meaning leave or be on one's way. So leave or depart from something. For example, look at the time. I'd better be getting along, meaning I'd better leave. I'd better leave this party. And this last one here, get along with, this is particularly important. It means to have a polite or friendly relationship with someone. For example, no, I didn't invite Jerry to the party. He and I don't get along. Or, for example, Sarah gets along with her coworkers very well. She has a friendly relationship with them. So a common question would be, do you get along with your family? Do you have a friendly relationship or a polite relationship with your family? Does that definition make sense? To me, that's the most common definition of get along. Okay. Let me know if you have any questions, but I'm going to try to cover a few more while we have time. And next we have get around to, meaning finally do something or do something after delaying it. So do something after putting it off. For example, it's late. When are you going to get around to your homework? It's late. When are you going to finally do your homework? Or another example is, I'm really tired. I didn't get around to doing my homework until 3 a.m. I didn't finally do my homework until 3 a.m. Oof, brutal. Next, we have get away, meaning to escape, to take time off from one's normal routine or surroundings. So this has two meanings. The first one, to escape. For example, the police didn't catch the bank robbers. They got away. And the second example, I'm going out of town for the weekend. I really need to get away for a while. I really need to take a break from my normal routine for a while. So in my example, today I've got to pack my suitcase because I'm going to get away on a vacation. Okay, I'm not sure I really have time to cover the rest of these definitions. I encourage everyone to go to this website and take a look at the confusing words get, because as you can see, there are many more phrasal verbs to learn, and there are a few more definitions of get, idioms with get. So take a look at these, and these are perhaps more intermediate than beginner, but if you're feeling confident, you can learn about this very important word in the English language, get. Okay, everyone, that's all for today. Now it's time to get to work. And I will see you all in my next class. If you want to come to another class, take a look at the schedule. And I hope you all have a wonderful week. I'm taking a little vacation. I'm getting away. So I'll see you next week, okay?
See you. Yeah.
Take care, everyone.
See you, Maureen. Nice
Bye.
vacation.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Bye.